សួស្តីអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាសុខសប្បាយជាទេអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាអូខេរឿងរបស់យើងបានចប់មួយរឿងរួចទៅហើយណាក្នុងវគ្គliterature study របស់យើងនេះណាអញ្ចឹងសម្រាប់វីដេអូនេះខ្ញុំរៀបចំចូលរឿងទី2នៃវគ្គរបស់យើងណាអញ្ចឹងសម្រាប់រឿងទី1ណាគ្នាយើងបានយល់បានប្រមាណភាគរយណាហើយអាចឆ្លើយសំណួរបានប្រមាណភាគរយដែរណាអូខេអញ្ចឹងនេះគឺជារឿងទី2របស់យើងណាតែរឿងទី2របស់យើងមានចំណងជើងថាអូខេ Desiree's Baby ណាដែលរឿងនេះនិពន្ធដោយ Chopin ណាអូខេណារឿងនេះដែរនិពន្ធដោយ Chopin ណាអញ្ចឹងនេះគឺជាវីដេអូទី1នៃរឿងរបស់យើងណាភាគទី1នៃ Desire's Baby អូខេ Desire's Baby Desiree បាត់ Desiree បាត់ Re ណាសល់តែ Desire ណា Desiree's Baby by Chopin in 1894. Okay, let's start together. As the day was pleasant, Madame Valmont drove over to Labrie to see Desiree and the baby. It made her laugh to think of Desiree with a baby. Why it seemed but yesterday that Desiree was little, more than a baby herself. When moisture in riding through the gateway of Walmont had found her lying asleep in the shadow of the big stone pillar. The little one awoke in his arms and began to cry for Dada. That was as much as she could to do or say. Some people thought she might have strayed there of her own accord, for she was of the toddling age. The prevailing belief was that she had been purposely left by a party of Texans, whose canvas covered wagon, late in the day, had crossed the ferry that Cotton Maze kept just below the plantation. In time, Madame Valmont abandoned every speculation but the one that Desiree had been sent to her by a beneficent providence to be the child of her affection. Seeing that she was without child of the flesh, for the girl grew to be beautiful and gentle, affectionate and sincere, the idol of Valmont. It was no wonder when she stood one day against the stone pillar in whose shadow she had lain asleep 18 years before, and a man Bigny, riding by the seeing her there, had fallen in love with her. That was the way all the Aubignes fell in love as if struck by a pistol shot. The wonder was that he had not loved her before, for her, for he had known her since his father brought him home from Paris, a boy of 8, after his mom died there. The passion that awoke in him that day, when he saw her at the gate, swept along like a avalanche, avalanche, or like a prairie fire, or like anything that rise headlong over all obstacles. Monsieur Valmont grew practical and wanted things well considered. There is the girl's obscure origin. A man looked into her eyes and did not care. He was reminded that she was nameless. What did it matter about a name when he could give her one of the oldest and proudest in Louisiana. He ordered the cobble from Paris and content himself with what patience he could until it arrived. Then they were married. Madame Valmont had not seen Desiree and the baby for 4 weeks. When she reached Labrie, she shuddered at the first sight of it, as she always did. It was a sad-looking place, which for many years had not known the gentle presence of a mistress. Old Monsieur Aubigny, having married and buried his wife in France, and she having loved her own land too well ever to leave it. The roof came down steep and black like a cowl, black like a cowl, reaching out beyond the wide galleries that encircled the yellow stucco house. Big solemn oaks grew close to it, and their thick leaf far-reaching branches shadowed it like a pole. Young Aubigny's rule was a strict one, two, and under it his negroes had forgotten how to be gay, as they had been during the old master's easygoing and indulgent lifetime. The young mother was recovering slowly, and lay full length in her soft white muslins and laxes upon a couch. The baby was beside her, upon her arm, where he had fallen asleep at her breast. The yellow nurse woman sat beside a window, fanning herself. Madame Valmont bent her portly figure over Desiree and kissed her, holding her instant tenderly in her arms. Then she turned to the child. "This is not the baby," she exclaimed in startled tones. French was the language spoken at Valmont in those days. "I knew you would be astonished," laughed Desiree, "at the way he was grown. The little cochon, the little cochon, uh, delayed, looked at, look at his legs, Mama, and his hands and fingernails, real fingernails. Zandrin had to cut them this morning. Isn't true, Zandrin?" The woman bowed her turbaned head majestically. "Merci, madame." "And the way he cries," went on Desiree, "is deafening. I might hurt him the way they as far away as La Blanche cabin." Madame Valmont had never removed her eyes from the child. She lifted it and walked with it over to the window that was lighted. She scanned the baby narrowly, then looked as searchingly at Zandrin, though whose face was turned to gaze across the fields. โอเคចឹងនេះគឺការគឺស្រាវជ្រាវនៃវគ្គទី1ណាអូខេអញ្ចឹងយើងនឹងជួបគ្នាក្នុងវគ្គទី2មួយទៀតណាអរគុណច្រើន see you in next video of Desiree's baby